I'm Joshua Fields Milburn. This is Ryan Nicodemus, and together we are The Minimalists. We run a website called theminimalists.com, and we write about living a meaningful life with less stuff.
Really what we're doing is we're just sharing our recipe on how we use minimalism to live a more meaningful life, to live a better quality life.
Yeah, I don't think consumption is necessarily the problem. Compulsory consumption, buying that stuff because you feel like you're supposed to buy it, as if it's going to make you happy. And I think we had the shift sometime around the 40s, 50s, especially after that, where advertising originally solved a problem. And now it creates a solution to a problem that doesn't exist. Those problems they're not actually there. We've made them up in our own minds. We've made up this discontent, and that stuff is not going to fill the void.
So minimalism really started for me with this thing called a packing party, where Josh and I decided to pack all my belongings as if I were moving. I had like a 2,000 square foot condo, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. It even had 2 living rooms. I have no idea why a single guy would ever need 2 living rooms. And I had all this stuff to fill it. And we packed everything up like I was moving, and then I unpacked things as I needed it, day by day, to really figure out what I was using. So you can imagine, like, that first day I unpacked like my toothbrush, I unpacked my bed and bed sheets, I have some clothes for work, so forth and so on. I did this for 21 days, and at the end of those 3 weeks, I had 80% of my stuff still in boxes. And that was really my light bulb moment, like, wow, here are all these things that I have brought into my life to make me happy, to make me feel good about myself. They're not doing their job. They weren't doing their job. So I donated and I sold all of it. You know, I think it's unfortunate that we have this mindset, at least I had this mindset of maybe one day if I work really hard, I can retire at 65 years old, or maybe if I work really, really hard, I can retire at 50, and then I can do what I want with my time. And after that packing party, I really started to realize, like, wait a second, if I simplify my life, if I require less, I can reprioritize my time now and do what I want now and not wait until I retire.
Everything I own has a function, whether it's my furniture, a couch, or a bed, or a nightstand. And so I constantly ask this one question over and over and over: does this thing add value to my life? And that's different for all of us, but as I asked that question, I asked it first when I was getting rid of the stuff. I was paring down my life, asking, am I really getting value from this thing? And I realized that most of the things that I own were adding no value to my life at all, and now the things that I have, I get immense value from, and I think that's the biggest difference. But here's the key: the things that add value to my life today, they may not add value tomorrow. So I have to keep asking that question over and over. You never get to this part where you're like, okay, I own my 100 items or my 1,000 items or whatever, and now I'm a minimalist and I'm done. It's about evolving. You know, it's working toward that ideal self. It's like a horizon. There's always a new horizon once you get to that horizon.
I think minimalism is good for helping people to figure out what is important to them and helps them to be happy with who they are. Because it's hard for someone who doesn't love themselves, drop $1 million or $2 million in their lap, they're still not going to be happy. You have to be happy with yourself before you're happy with any amount of money that you make, and that's what minimalism really helps us do.